Streamlabs says it's connected. Okay, so we got that figured out. Now I'm gonna set this phone in this holder so I'm not having to lean my elbows on the diamond painting. That hurts after a little while. Okay, so we'll just give it a few minutes. We'll give it a minute. Hey, Scooter Mom. Yeah, that hurts. So I'm moving my holder because I keep leaning on my painting and this is what it's doing to my elbow. All right, so hey, Susan, we're trying to get this all figured out. So I think I've decided that I'm going to turn this a bit. Yeah, not a good armrest. Oop. I'm going to do it like this. Turn this just a hair. Okay. 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 It sounds good. Yeah, I know. They're trying to compete with TikTok. The old tiki-taki, which I don't even have. And it's so irritating. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Hey, Red. All right. So we're going to give it a minute. And then I'm going to try to connect. Hey, God's child. Welcome in. We're going to give it a minute, and then we're going to change the scene again to try to add in the guest camera. We're going to attempt it. I sat down and made the model up for the upstairs room, and it looks like I had to think about it for a second. Brain disconnected. It looks like I might be switching rooms with the kids, so they can come downstairs and have the larger room, and I'll be upstairs where I may not have as many signal issues. But I still want to play around with these different streaming platforms to hold that thought. Okay, good. To see which one works best for lower signals. At least on Android. because where I live, I can literally drive 15 minutes and I have no signal. And I am literally off grid. So signal here can be spotty and it can be not the greatest. So I want to try to play with some of the different streaming platforms to see which ones work best in lower signals. That's what I was trying to set up, but it wasn't hi Adrian. It wasn't working well. I had tried initially to start in landscape like I usually do. And then I switched the scene for vertical, and I think that's kind of where things started going wonky. So we're just going to kind of give it a second, and then I'm going to switch the scene. Now that the scene is set for vertical, one on top of the other. Cross your fingers. Now that I know how to do it and send the code to my other phone, cross your fingers. We're gonna attempt it here in a minute. But switching rooms. You're watching on your phone. Okay. Switching rooms with the kids is gonna I'm not sure, Lucky, what you're talking about. But if it's some kind of derogatory, don't bother. But switching room with the kids and bringing the kids downstairs so they have the bigger room, and I'm upstairs, puts me in better... we'll see. Be respectful and you can stay. Hi, Pamela. You control. I have no problem with that. But be intelligent and be respectful, and you're fine. Then have a wonderful night. But we just don't... Oh. God's child. I try to come on most nights to just kind of chit-chat and hang out and diamond paint. In the process, I'm also... Spaghetti? I think you might have a glasses problem. You might need a new prescription. But in the process of everything, God's child, I'm trying out different streaming platforms because I live in the middle of nowhere. Like, Verizon doesn't even have 5G here. Middle of nowhere. Like, 200 miles to the closest Walmart, middle of nowhere. So, my cell signal isn't the greatest. And I'm trying different streaming platforms to see which one works best with the limited signals that we have a lot of times here. So, yeah. But it's usually just us hanging out, chit-chatting, diamond painting. Yes, I do live in the middle of nowhere. They actually call where I live, the area where I live, the last of the Wild West. So yes, in the middle of nowhere. Very, very rural, very isolated. So it's, you know, my phones work great when I go to Vegas. I catch 5G, you know, my phones are set up for 5G. Signal is great. But being at home, yeah, yeah. See, I don't even have a 5G signal here yet. And there's only a couple of internet providers. Because we are so far away from the cities, we're limited in our choices for internet providers. And right now, I actually have the highest internet package that AT&T offers. And even that is not great. So, yeah. We're looking into the possibility of switching over to Starlink. Just because that's the only other choice that we really have. There's AT&T, Starlink, Choice, or 5D. And Choice and 5D are constantly going down. So, yeah. So we'll just have to wait and see. So, my phones, when I'm at home, don't even search for 5G. There are absolutely no 5G towers here. Because there's not even a tower here for it to occasionally catch a partial signal of a 5G, my phones stay in 4G. So, and then my internet is actually a plug-in from the line. No, 5G does not even come up where I live. It only comes up when I go to Vegas. And even the drive to Vegas, which is 4 hours, it's about 250 miles. I'd say maybe half of the trip, there is no signal at all. But the AT&T internet is even, it's the Internet 18 package. And that still comes off the power pole. We don't have anything that, like the... Yeah, no. Our towers here are not upgraded. No, they are not. Not at all. But our internet cable actually still comes off the power pole. We don't even have the broadband or the, what's it called? The fiber optics. We don't even have that. Middle of nowhere. So right now, this phone is showing 4 bars of service. And this one is connected to my Wi-Fi. Do not forget to send me pictures, Red. I mean it. What do you think so far? Yeah. Yes. Stone Age. That caught me off guard. But that's a good description of it. That is most certainly a good description. Stone Age. Okay. Let's try switching guest. Okay. Now I'll go to guest. Copy link. Oh. Hold that thought. I'm coming back. Give me a second. I just have to send the link. Okay. Okay, let's try this. Oh, I gotta turn this landscape first. Or, vertical first. Okay. Cross your fingers. Okay. All right. Okay, that one's showing. Ooh, dadgummit! All right, Keith sent me a picture. What is it showing? Okay. Oh. Okay, it's showing on that one. It is showing on that one. Why is it not showing on this one? What about now? How's the sound now? All right. This phone is showing what I want it to show. This phone, which is the primary and what is streaming and what you guys... Okay. How's the volume now? Can you hear me now? Is there an echo? Still low. Okay. What about now? How's the sound? Dadgummit. Oh. What about now? Running the mic through my headset. What about now? What about now?
What about now?
Oh, this is so
Oh,
fun.
this is so fun.
Crackly.
Crackly.
What about now?
What about now?
I don't know
I
if my
don't know
mic
if
is
my mic is
charged or not.
charged or not.
But we can try
But
it.
we can try it.
Echo 2.
Echo
Okay.
2. Okay.
What about now? Um, What about now? Can you hear me now? Better. Sweet baby Jesus. Okay. All right. Now, I don't know what the difference is because I had the receiver for the wireless mic plugged into the headphone jack. Because this phone, this one, still has, yes, we will figure it out. Still has the old school plug-in, the 3.5 millimeter plug-in for headphones. So I had the mic lagging. Dadgummit. But my signal says it's good. Yeah, we might just have to be out of sync. Okay. Dadgum. We will figure it out as we test these different streaming platforms. We will figure it out for sure. But I had the receiver plugged into the headphone jack, the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, and you still couldn't hear me. But as soon as I plugged it in, you'll be taking notes. I don't blame you. As soon as I plugged it in, because it's a 3-in-1, it's got a lightning for Apple, it's got the 3.5 millimeter plug and the Type C. As soon as I plugged it in with the Type C, you guys could hear me.